Shalom everyone and welcome to Die once again. I'm Captain Judaism and I am having network problems. As you can tell that I don't actually have any bloodstains or messages on the ground to point at. But I'm taking this as both a blessing and a curse. A blessing because I can now show off the PvP areas without being molested, and a curse because I actually kind of like seeing how people screw up and die horribly. But because of that, before I actually show off any of the PvP areas, we have to get revenge on a frog. And before we get any revenge on a frog, as you can probably see, I've changed my character's appearance. I remember when I first started this whole thing, I said I wanted to keep the look of a knight type person, and then sort of went with a sort of min-max armor to weight ratio. Well, I'm now back to looking sort of knightly, I'd like to think. And I think I'm going to try and stick with this as best I can as I get new armor pieces. And hello, Dark Daedalus, glad to have you with me once again. What say you to going and stabbing a frog in the face for embarrassing me last time? Now, unfortunately, as I'm hollow right now, I don't have my little friend Felicia with me. But I honestly should just go human and summon her, because I just need to make a mad dash to the frog. And I kind of want someone to take a couple of hits for me, because that's what NPCs are used for. So we're going to bring Felicia with us. And then we're just going to run like chickens with our heads cut off as soon as she arrives. So come on, Felicia. You are going to be my meat shield. As I run. And by run, I mean sort of waddle, because water. Hi! Oh. I guess I didn't actually need Felicia after all, huh? Well, whatever. Now, the one thing I screwed up last time I went to this boss is by using a bow, like so. Actually, this kind of looks really neat. I kind of like the armor pieces I picked out. But once again, Felicia's probably going to die pretty much immediately. But if you walk in with the bow ready, you can actually get a couple of shots off before it's able to hide. And if you do it quick enough, I hope that ended up poisoning it. First things first, I need all my souls. So, bye, frog. I can't tell if the frog's poisoned yet. I know it can be poisoned, as that's a common tactic. Yep, now the frog's poisoned, so now the fight's incredibly easy, especially if it tries to grab Felicia once again. I swear, if Felicia survives, I'm gonna be frickin' amazed. But yeah, like this is the type of fight I was going for. Which, if you remember last time I fought it, it did not go that way. And we just won the boss fight, because this is what I was expecting to happen. Ta-da! We got revenge on the frog, and that key to the embedded This key to the embedded looks sort of familiar, wouldn't you say? Where would they have gotten this weapon design? Huh, I wonder. Where's Mickey Mouse when you need him? That weapon actually has a use. Actually, the funny thing is, it used to be a really, really freaking terrible weapon. But they buffed its strength scaling, or the dexterity scaling, and now this is probably one of the best dexterity greatswords in the game. And if we read its description, sword that belongs to the embedded's door, shaped like a weapon, but is in fact a key. Plunge the key into the embedded to bring a rhapsodic end to his fate. The once human embedded realized that he could never resist the temptations of flesh, bound himself eternally with chains. Since then, he has awaited the day that someone will find this key and bury it into his bosom. So effectively, some poor guy wanted to get rid of the sorry about that, temptations of the flesh, so he chained himself up. He actually, we saw him before in Dranglake Castle. He's the guy who kidnapped the Milfinito and locked her in the cage at the top of the tower. That is who it belongs to. Which is, well, I guess one way to avoid going into temptation, wrapping yourself up in a frickin'... Alright, there's gonna be a hidden path around here somewhere that I'll need to find out. Wrapping yourself in chains and locking yourself to what the... Oh. Obligatory, they weren't here before. Come on, come on. There we go. Yep, it is a Keyblade. I don't know whether it's supposed to be a reference or not, but it effectively is, so... Take that for what you will! Oh, that's it. Oh, that's a statue. Really? They're blocking this off too? Oh well, at least I got plenty of these branches of yore, so I'm not going to complain too much. Come on, let me stab you. Thank you. So first, what I'm going to do is there's that chest at the bottom. I'm actually going to bring my torch because I just want to make sure I don't fall off the edge. I think there might actually be a hidden path over on this section too. So let's take a little look. 'Cause over there, that is advancement. We're not actually going to go there just yet. Let's see. I could have sworn it was... There was something here. Evidently, I was lying. Okay. Won't be the first time I've done that. So now we are going up the tower. A small secret about this little tower. The door at the top, you cannot open it if you are not hollow. Which means I'm gonna have to kill myself. Yep. Whee! I completely forgot that I was human. Actually. Even though I had Felicia with me just a moment ago. But you can only open that area as a hollow, which I now am. Are my souls down? Nope. Okay. Your souls are always about like 5 seconds from where you were when you originally died. So there it is. Yep, there it is. We have another Milfinito in this section, as well as these guys. Wow. Ow, wow. That hurt. There we go. No reason to use my Rickard's Rapier on enemies that are gonna die in one shot. What? Well, huh. Bye! I don't know who you were. Oh, you're still alive. Okay, I'll just leave you there for a little while. Important thing about this shrine. If you have no human effigies and you pray at the shrine, you can become human again by praying at this shrine if you have no human effigies in your inventory. This is another Milfinito.
Who are you? And what do you want from us? Milfinito. That is what we are called. My name. Do you mean our name? We know nothing of the outside world. We sing eternally for those who bear death and dark within themselves. We have been here forever. We know nothing of the outside world, and we do not need to. The little ones were born from the great dead one, and the great dead one taught us song. We have sung ever since, to comfort those bound by death and dark. This is what we were taught. You silenced that cursed singing. Please accept these as a thank you. Do you seek comfort too? You poor thing. Take this at the very least. This is all that we can do. The little one and the great dead, we have this.
So that gives you a little bit more information on the Milfinitos. The Milfinitos were taught to sing by Grave Lord Nito, who was the great dead one of the great souls. We actually have his soul in the form of this guy. Now, effectively, the Gravelord Nito watches over all the undead, because he is basically just one giant undead thing himself. Oh! Oh, there you are. Ow. Oh, you're another guy. It still sucked, though. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Well, this suddenly really, really sucks. Passing through, don't mind me. Wow, these guys chase you for a long frickin' time. Oh, come on, really? 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 You gotta be kidding me, really. There we go, I think... Screw you! Those guys are BS. So they are using Chaos Pyromancy, which is effectively ungodfully painful. Especially when an NPC uses it, as you saw how much damage one of them took from me. Get back here. Now, if you don't mind... Okay, run. There. I don't know if they drop anything, Huh. I have no idea why that's still there. Anyway, before I was interrupted Ah, must have been what I was thinking of. Is the other fire guy still there? Nah, I guess he must have fallen off. This is the area I was thinking of. Where's my butterflies? Here. There they are. That is the only naturally poisoned katana. It is also an amazing dexterity weapon if you want to use katanas, which I, again, am not going to do. No, I think there's one other thing. There we are. I forgot that I'm not online, so I need to look for bloodstains, but oh well. Bonfire aesthetics are nice little farming items. As enemies stop respawning after, I think, about 15 kills, the bonfire aesthetic will respawn them, but it respawns them in a New Game Plus form. So basically, if I used one, these enemies would be the New Game Plus variety of enemy. But that's everything here that we actually need. So let's head to the next area before I show off the PvP areas instead. I still have no idea where the other fire guy went. I just know I threw him off the edge. Nice and easy. Come on. Still not a threat, and now that we are entering the Undead Crypt, this is effectively, I'd say, 3/4 of the game done. Because once we finish the Undead Crypt, there's only about 2 to 3 areas in the game left. Not counting the DLC. That's some V-Sync right there, buddy. Yeah, I really like the way my character is looking right now, the more I'm looking at it. Alright, welcome to the Undead Crypt. First things first, before I activate that bonfire, or fire, however you want me to say it. Bonfire. There should be a couple of items, or only one. That works too. Alright. Oh, not again! Really? This guy. Can you stop getting in the way of my bonfires, you frickin' weird Cthulhu tree fire dude? That's a head.
Once the Lord of Light banished to dark all that stand from humanity, and men assumed a fleeting form. These are the roots of our world.
Oh, great. I have no idea what this... if this choice actually matters. I hate not knowing things. Yeah, I guess I desire peace, I guess? Maybe? Sort of? Perhaps? Yes?
Venric, the near-true monarch, is here. But what does it keep?
A miserable little pile of secrets?
What is it you seek? You cannot even say yourself. We shall meet again. Young Horror.
I have no idea what choice I just made. So that's... something. Okay, let's light the bonfire, spend some of these souls. Which would be... first I'm going to need to grab some ammo. So let's spend some souls on ammo before anything else. I can buy a lot of arrows, but I don't need 900 of them. Let's see, this should be enough. 10 more. Make a nice even amount. Alright. Anything to say to me now? No, okay. Can I upgrade anything that I'm currently using? I could just keep buffing this bow, I guess. Or I could buff my kite shield. Might want to make for more chunks before I do that up, though. I have a lot of those, but I am actually going to pay our good buddy Gavlan a visit first. Where's Gavlan? Here he is. Because we need poison arrows now. Now, I'm not going to do the Door of Pharaohs first. That will not be the first Ooh, both of them. This will not be the first PvP area I show off. Mostly because there's a boss fight in the Grave of Saints and the Door of Pharaohs. And I'm going to show you the one that does not actually have a boss fight in it, because that's by far the shortest and easiest one to complete. So this should be more than enough. Alright, now.
With Gavlan, you deal much deal. These you take, for you. Gavlan will.
Oh.
With
Well, that wasn't an amazing item, but hey, I'll take it, because hey, free item. Alrighty then, so first we're gonna spend our souls, then I'm gonna go to the Belfry Soul, which was in Iron Keep, if you remember. That is gonna be the first one, as that's the easiest one and the fastest one to take care of.
Those who come to dread
Nothing new to say, so... But her dialogue finally changed, so that's nice. Okay, so let's see, 30, 20, 20, so we're getting smaller returns from that now. I'm gonna go up to 20 vitality as soon as I have the ability to. But alright, that's good.
bearer until
Alright, so first things first. Belfry Soul. The Belfry Soul is also the only place you can level up a PvP Covenant completely offline, because when you attempt this place offline, there's actually an NPC that looks like the Predator, called the Mad Warrior. His armor set is really good. By the way, this is the Covenant.
I'm dead! Keep your
They're a little crazy.
Long time ago, the prince he made me, yes, just like so, to guard this bell. Princess's honor. Stay away, foul undead, or you will be a goner. Stay back. It belongs to the prince. Yes, it do.
I'm gonna change something real quick. There we go.
You wish to guard the bell, you do. For the princess and prince, forever, for true.
So, oh right, I turned on overlay again. My bad. So I'm gonna join the Covenant because I want the ring. I'm not gonna PvP, and I'm gonna ditch the Covenant ASAP, but I get a free ring from it. So hey, this ring was, people typically will join this Covenant because when you kill invaders, you actually get Titanite chunks. So it's a nice, quick way to cheaply buff your weapons.
Here for you. When you're round the bell, you'll be brought near. When the bell is in trouble, the ring brings you here. Slice them to shreds, whoever they are, whoever be they near, be they far. Slice them to pieces for the prince. Yes! The prince made me to guard the bell of then. Even the bell of the fine prince. In Vulcan, the bell of the princess. Tear 'em to shreds, tear 'em to bits. Gather around and ring the bell swift. We've been ringing this bell forever, we have.
So, yeah. But yeah, basically, as soon as you join this, get into this place, you are flagged for invasion, and there is no invasion timer, so it is going to be a constant stream of people. And in Scholar of the First Sin, there can be up to 5 people in here. So, that sucks. I forgot to put on my poise ring, so this will be interesting. Oh. Never mind. He's easily poisoned anyway. Of course, it helps on such a high level now that these NPCs are not that difficult. Yeah, it's not a stupid idea to use it as a way to easily get Titanite chunks, but I don't think there's enough people playing Scholar of the First Sin that the only people who will be here are going to be those PvP pros, and the people who know how to exploit the frickin' terrible Dark Souls... the terrible Dark Souls netcode, which is why I really hate it. If the netcode was good, I wouldn't care so much. The problem is it's not good. That's the only invasion you get if you're offline, is that guy. So basically, the entire point of this is you ring the bell, that opens up the exit, and then you run to the exit. That's the entire thing. And the only reason it's hard is NPC invader, or player invasions is the only thing that makes it actually somewhat difficult. Because otherwise, this is all there is to it. Not a real difficult problem, just irritating when you have players constantly aggroing and getting summoned in. So now I just get to wait for this guy, kill him the same way I did the last one. Come on, buddy. Welcome to the Belfry Soul. This place really sucks when you have multiple players. And in case you're wondering, oh, nice, I got a shield. I believe it's not a terrible shield, I think? Okay, no, it's a terrible shield. So basically, these bellkeepers are marionettes. They're nothing more than dolls created by the prince to guard the towers. Because as you can read in the description right here, the bell symbolizes forbidden love. The bellkeepers, their faithful guardians, ever ready to annihilate trespassers. They will stand watch forever and ever, determined, if ill-fated, marionettes. So basically, they were created to protect these bells, which are, that's a mimic, I think, possibly, perhaps. I lied. So basically, there was a prince and a princess who were in love, and whoever the king was said, no, you can't wed, and so these bells somehow symbolize their love. I'd have to research to go deeper into it, because I honestly never really cared, and that's basically this entire thing. The only other thing to it is there is a secret passage somewhere. There we go. Now, normally, the secret passage had some really, really interesting items on them. I guess that one's alright. Yeah, so basically, by rushing this, you can actually get the Black Knight's Great Sword. It should be right, yeah, right there. Oh, this is actually a very powerful strength and fire weapon if you want to get the stats needed to actually use it appropriately, which I do not. Did I actually forget that item in the corner? No, I did not. Okay. So that is Belfry Soul. Now we are going to head to the Belfry Luna, which is the other one. There's a boss fight at the end of this, however. And as per usual, the boss sucks because there's a lot of bosses, or there's several bosses all at once. It's nice that the pursuer isn't going to pay me a visit again. Here it is. So once again, we have a whole lot of corpses, and we have, oh look, it's this guy again.
The princess made me to guard the bell of Olkin. In Olkin, the bell of the princess. In then, the bell of the prince. Yes! Time to stretch. We've been reading it.
Yeah, so he does say a couple other things as you level up in the Covenant, which the only way I can do if I play it offline is by going to Belfry Soul and spawning the Mad Warrior, as he counts as an invader. And there's an item down there, so as per usual, cat ring. There we go. Leo ring, there we go. A PvP trick people do here is since a lot of people come down here for the item, at least once, they will use a silver talisman to hide and ambush people when they go after this treasure chest. Which actually has an item that's completely useless because I already have one, if memory serves me. Yes, it does. Yes, I did. This is something a lot of actually, no, they don't use this one, speedrunners, but they actually use this one, which is similar, that when you're low on health, you get a massive damage or defense boost, depending on which ring you use. I'm not gutsy enough to try either one. And I just got blocked by a stair. Okay, you're basically dead now, so... Boink. And the main problem with this part, this PvP area, is you have to get up here to ring the bell, which has not only these guys, but people love, and I do mean love, to hang up here and wait for you. And the people who get summoned in can actually ring the bell, which will pretty much, if you actually rung the bell previously, they can close off the path to the boss. Screw that. That's why offline is the way to go if you want to just hurry up and kill the boss. There we go, those are some decent items, and now we can fall off the edge. Oops. Alrighty then. Boss time. Before, you would need to fight this boss to get the Bastille key. Bastille, the whatever. The key that I used against the... By the way, this guy sucks. But luckily, I'm a very high level, so he's not too much of a problem. But yeah, basically you you get more gargoyles as soon as you damage one below a certain amount, so you need to focus one until it's dead, otherwise you'll have all these gargoyles attacking you at once. And that's not fun. But I'm doing well enough, again, because I am extremely overleveled with very powerful weapons. I think that's all of them. Imagine trying to fight these guys as soon as you find them. Nah, ouch, an easy task. Nope, nope. A completely optional boss who is not fun to fight in the least. Because alone, they're too easy, but then they group up on you. It's like, wow, screw you guys. So there should be... Ah, here we go. Chest. And a useless item, because again, Southern Ritual Band. Increases the numbers of spells you can attune, but I'm not using any spells. Normally, after you kill the gargoyles, you would need to head down here to get the Bastille key. And down here, as I keep saying, oh, look at all those frickin' dogs. Oh, look, and that guy. So, yeah. Imagine if I wasn't really powerful at this point in time. Imagine how much fun this fight would be. Now, I actually have no idea what item would be down here now that it's not going to be the key. But yeah, imagine how much that fight would suck if you attempt it when you're not at a level like me. Huh. So, evidently they moved this ungodfully powerful mallet thingy at this location. That's interesting. But anyway, that's this area down. So now it's time for the next area. Actually, let's see. I have souls. Maybe I can level up a bit more. And nah, I'll show you the next area. The Grave of Saints is actually the next PvP area. As soon as you step through there, you can get invaded at any time. And I mean any time. Well, you don't get invaded, you will get summoned. So if I was right here, and I got summoned, I would get pulled all the way back to the area. And if you kill, or if you die during that invasion, well, luckily you don't lose anything, but you get teleported all the way back to the beginning, which isn't horrible compared to some of the other punishments in this game, but it's not particularly something you'd look forward to. And as you see, there's all these Pharaohs, all these Pharaohs blocks. The person who would summon you would basically have all of these activated, because all of them, except for this one, is a trap that summons enemies or has things that try to kill you. So I'm just going to activate this one so I can get the item. Which is not amazing, but does trigger a couple of rats, who, by the way, they petrify you, which is an instant death. I believe there might be one other. Yep, here it is. Whisper of Despair is a good hex if you are a hex build. I am not. Also, if you fall off, you die. Evidently. So I ignore all those, and now, before, if you would come in offline, you would get invaded the moment you walk here. Called it. Called it. Whoa! Hello! You, however, were not normally here. This is the guy who would drop the arrows armor set. But it was not 100%, and you'd have to basically... Oh, hi. You'd have to farm him, and he does not guarantee any drops. But what he does have his uses, however. The use consists of, if you remember me pointing out the Champions Covenant way back at the beginning when I first started this, since he respawns up to, again, the 12 times, he respawns 12 times per aesthetic. So basically, people would farm and respawn him 12 times to get him to drop an Allstone, which is what every invading NPC drops. And now we're on to the boss fight of the rats. Spoilers, it's a rat. But first, you have to kill all of these rats. Well, not all, but a fair amount of them. Okay, I need to get out of the... You don't want to get blocked in, as you might imagine. There we go. Alright, the Royal Vanguard should drop right there. You can tell it's the Vanguard because he has a mohawk. He's also not a threat even if you attempt this at a low level. There we go. Even if you attempt this at a low level, he is not a threat in the least. But you can turn his soul into some bullcrap PvP spells. By the way, this is the Rat King.
Leave this place, human.
He talks.
We have no time for thy kind. Humans bring nothing but filth. Is that a rat tail, human? Thou'st one of mine rat burrows conquered. This will not go unnoticed. Rejoice, for the right to serve me is now thine. Since thou'rt human still, permit me ask, wilt thou thy human soul surrender, and pledge thyself to me? Swearest thou by the sweet-tempered sludge that laps at our bosoms?
The Rat Covenant's actually kind of nifty in the rewards it gives, and the ring, if you use a lot of poison, is surprisingly good.
Thou hast the eyes of one who perceiveth true beauty. Human,
Oh,
thou
shucks.
mayst serve. Take this ring. It was forged by a human who was once among us. The ring draws to thee those who would defile our burrow. Wear the ring whenever thou art near, and destroy those who would dare provoke our ire. I will grant unto thee all thou shouldst so desire. I prithee serve with a true rat's honor.
Very well spoken for a rat, I must say.
Speak thy mind, servant.
Now, unfortunately, he doesn't really sell anything worth using, except for that, which everyone will hate you for if you ever use it. Which, by the way, is a lot of people when it comes to hackers, because it destroys your equipment, and that's bullshit.
My servant, tell me the way of things. There has been much honor in thy service, despite the human blood coursing thy veins. I am merciful, and trust in thee as I would any rat. The insolent fools line up to trample upon our burrows. My servant, dispatch these invaders, and thy reward will be handsome indeed. Knowest thee of the lockstones, those odd contraptions fashioned by human hand long ago? Thou, I know thy kind, base plotters and schemers all. Put these contraptions to thy employ against thy foe. My servant, there, I am my servant.
Yeah, so he's actually not a bad guy, and now you wonder, who the heck is this skeleton right here? Here's a couple theories about why this guy is where he is. There's also a lot of theories in this game because nothing is ever told to you flat out. But given that there's all these lockstones, and that guy's bigger than the normal person, there are rumors that that is possibly Pharaoh's. But on that same account, people believe the Rotten is also Pharaoh's. So, who's right? Who knows? That's just the way of Dark Souls. Right, that is that PvP area completed. And if you remember what I said earlier, I am actually going to make this jump. With the Rat Covenant, once you join the Covenant, you will not get invaded in the other PvP area. So if right now I was online and went to the Door of Pharaohs, which is my next destination, I would not be invaded because I'm already part of the Rat Covenant. And I'm not going to try and make that jump. At least not from there. So, make this jump one more time. I missed it completely. Okay, so let's get the hell out of here before they blow up. Bye! Haha! I think that item up there is a piece of crap anyway, so I'm not going to be getting it. So now, Door of Pharaohs, right here. Again, the area in and of itself is not bad, especially now that I'm part of the Rat Covenant, so I won't get invaded by... So I would not get invaded by players, and I believe the enemies are non-hostile. I also can't lock onto them. But there's a couple of items here that we want, on top of everything else. As I put my rings back on, there we go. First and foremost, this item right here. It's the same item, that's good. The Santier's Spear is strange, because it's not really a spear at all. It's a halberd with a rock. But the thing about this is, once you break the rock, this is probably one of the best, and by that I mean one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. Because it has no durability, and it has an absurd moveset. It was actually fairly easy to break before they actually fixed the damn durability bug. So I don't know how many people would actually use it now. I never did, because I never had the patience to actually break the spear. So, again, imagine all these things coming out to try and attack me from everywhere. Being in the Covenant, though, it's like, oh, look, there's a lot of things. Oh, look, they're not going to do anything to me. Yay! I think I might actually even be able to kill them without drawing aggro, but I don't really need the souls. So instead, we're just grabbing all the items. Twisted Barricade is an interesting hex. Again, it's completely useless. This guy's in our way. We'll push him out. And if memory serves me correctly, see, it's not a mimic, because there's no lock, but I believe it's a trap. I was right. Awesome, another chunk. I can finally start upgrading my longbow. So yeah, these areas are not big at all, but I just can't be arsed to deal with terrible netcode. If this had, like, I don't know, Killer Instincts or Skullgirls netcode, I would not mind doing this run at all. But alas, it's From Software. They can't do online play correctly. Alright, out of the way. There's only one other item here that I need, I believe. Yep. Just some extra souls. And that's all the lockstones I need to use. So now, the boss of this PvP area. Is that an item over there? Did I actually miss an item? Don't tell me I missed an item. I completely missed an item. Well. Totally worth it, he said sarcastically. So, while none of the mobs aggro me now, I'm about to fight the boss, and the boss aggroes you no matter what. It's also going to be a rather interesting boss fight. Well, and by interesting I mean it's total crap, because you'll see. Especially if the boss has the same changes as like the Skeleton Lords, where there's that it doesn't actually need. And my dog is barking once again, so mute and see what the hell she's barking at. I can't wait until my parents get their damn dogs back so I don't have to deal with her. She wanted to go outside to eat the cat food, and I'm not letting her. Anyway, so welcome to the next boss. Not only is it a giant rat, it has these guys right down here. These guys suck. They poison you in like one hit. But alas, I can one-shot him. Yeah, this is the boss. He's a pain in the butt. You have to provoke out that, and then try and get a stab in. You're actually better off, at least after his stomps, to unlock, so that you can stab him somewhat easier. But yeah, you basically need a shield for this guy, unfortunately. Yeah, he's not a difficult fight, it's just annoying. He's really easy if you have a slashing weapon, though. But now the fight's basically won, because when he's almost dead, he starts to limp around. And by the way, yeah, corrosive puke. Because why not, eh? And another boss down. So yeah, the PvP areas, luckily, they're not all that long.
Speak thy mind, servant.
But imagine doing that while constantly getting summoned or constantly getting invaded or anything like that.
Fool's line, my servant.
Nothing new to say there, and nothing new to buy. So this is the last time we're talking to the rat. But that's this place. I forget. Did I ever kill the crystal lizard who was over here? I don't remember. So I'm actually going to go explore to see if the... There we go. Oh, I guess that... Oh, no, I didn't. Oh! Really? Really? I think I need to buff my bow a bit. That sucked. Bye Gavlon, bye Gavlon. But now it's missing. There used to be a frickin' mimic chest right here with a really interesting weapon on it. I want to know what the hell happened to it. Because I'm doing a very brief amount of exploring. I have no idea. That sucks. Oh well, it wasn't an item I was going to use anyway, so I'll ignore it. And now, we're heading back to Majula for 2 reasons. 1, more levels, as if I needed any more of them. And also, I admit I cheated. I went online to find out where the frickin' DLC items were, because since they're not in my inventory, I have to find them. I had to go online to find out how to find them, because I have no idea where they were. So we'll level up. Let's see, 21. Yeah, that's good. Okay, bye. So now, the item that the first one, I mean, I already have the Frozen Flower, which is for the 3rd DLC. The next one should be one of these ladders. It's the really, really long one. So that should be this. Whee! I was wrong, it's the other one. Oh boy, was it the other one. But alas, I can just do this instead. I'll survive. Mostly because I healed. But anyway, so you go down the long ladder, which I did not do. Oh look, it's the Forgotten Door again. Where have we seen this before? Oh right, the gutter. Boink. And here is a bunch of items, including this dead guy. We'll go to him first. That is the item we were looking for, the Dragon Talon. There's also a couple of other all magical-y stuff here that I don't need, but I'm grabbing it anyway. Those are actually fairly good items if you use spells. So for someone whose spells include stabbing in the face, useless. But now we have this. This is for the Sunken Crown DLC. Legend has it that in the deepest reaches of the Black Gulch, behind a door locked from the inside, a magnificent city built for a great slumbering dragon. This talon clearly dates to ancient times, but great vitality emanates from it still. That takes us to the Sunken Crown, which we will go in a little bit. I actually don't know when would be a good time to go to the DLC areas. So that's one. The next one is actually going to be in a second because I want to level up my longbow because I have to cheese. Hey Leningrad, buff my bow because I need to cheese some enemies. Thank you. Bye. Right, so the second DLC key is in here, the Forest of the Fallen Giants. We return to the Cardinal Tower. I believe there's a way to do this the non-cheap way, but I'm gonna take the easy way out, which is why I'm keeping my ring on. Oh, hey, remember all these guys? Hi. Bye. Right, so, cheese time. There we go. Huh. His friend didn't spawn in. Interesting. Well, while that ticks down... There we go. No, 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 no! Whew. Oh, fuck me! Damn it! I accidentally hit the roll button. I did not mean to hit the roll button. Oops, indeed. So now we have to do this once again. Okay, he's poisoned. This time I'm only hitting my right trigger button so I don't accidentally roll off the edge and kill myself. So, okay, that's that one down. Which now, this is what you do. You fall down here, and you're safe and sound. Annoyingly, though, did something just fall down? I don't know. Annoyingly, however, this guy doesn't spawn until you jump down. It makes no sense. I don't know. Blame Dark Souls. So come on, hurry up and die. There we go. I believe, let's see, is it this item? No, that's a flame-resistant ring. Useful, but not what I need. Useless. Unfortunately, there's nothing on the other side. Kind of wish there was, though. It'd be kind of neat if I could get around there. But alas, and now... we are down here. With an item, but worse is another... where... here it is. These guys are BS like oh so many other enemies in this game. You can't block their attacks. They go completely through your shield, even if it's a fire resist shield. So I don't feel bad about cheesing them. Hurry up and die. Thank you. I think there's one more... Yep, one more that I need to do this to. Yeah, this may be cheese strats, but seriously, when it's something you really want to get completed, you don't care too much, but charge! There we go. Okay, that's all those lizards dead. I believe that's not it. Would it be this guy? There we go. The heavy iron key is what I was looking for. Now, hey, doesn't this look familiar? That's right. That's where you get some of those items at the very beginning of the game. And for some incredibly stupid reason, normally you can open this door from this side. Okay, normally you could open the door from that side. Evidently that's no longer the case. So, How do I open that door then? Normally you would open it from the side I was just on. Okay, I'm gonna check something out real quick. Pardon me. Pardon me. And you can't open it on that? I have no idea how to open that door then. There's absolutely no reason for me to be in here. But yeah, so that's how you get the DLC keys. Yep, there it is. Past the altar deep within the Iron Keep, and through a door, is the door that the Iron King used to produce iron. The unearthly weight of this chunk of iron is a reminder of the Iron King's own immeasurable strength. Yep, that's because the old Iron King had the soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. And now that we have that item, that reminds me, there's a couple of items that I did not pick up, or I think maybe just one item, that I did not pick up in the Iron Keep. So I'm gonna go back and grab it. Hello VSync, how you doing? So, the item that I forgot to grab was at the very beginning because there was that stupid thing covered in fire that you couldn't get because it was a bit busy being covered in fire. It should no longer be covered in fire, so let's go grab it. Out of my way! Yep, there it is. But of course I remember that there's all these friggin' knight dudes, so... Alright, I don't need this ring anymore, so there we go. Ow. Ow. Ew. Huh. Iron key, iron key, iron key, iron. Opens the iron door of the iron keep. Oh, don't tell me. This is what I was forgetting. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Because if that's the door that needs the normal iron key, well, let's take a quick look at it. I mean, why not, eh? If it is, I'm going to be kind of annoyed that I completely forgot that, but... Alright, so let's take a look at this one more time. Of course. Of course. Well, we don't need anything there. We don't need to farm any of those lizards. We're heading back up. Where the hell do you come from? You're just gonna sit there doing a little dance, making a little love, getting down tonight, huh? Okay. That's good enough for me. Well, that's those areas explored, so now, back with all the optional places looked at, we are heading back to the Undead Crypt to venture forth a little bit into it. I'm not going to complete the entire crypt, however. So first things first, not only is it pitch black, there's apparently these guys here. Yay! Come on, you too. Okay, you want to keep an eye on this little dude. Oh, hi, how you doing? That's an enemy. This is our buddy Torch Bro. Torch Bro is not our bro. He's not going to attack us, but he's also not our friend. The reason Torch Bro is not our friend is because there are passive people inside the crypt. They aggro you if you have a torch. Torch Bro might not be attacking you, but he will get the passive AIs to attack you if he survives. These guys, however, aggro you as soon as you pass them. Yes, that guy was actually armed only with shields. It's actually fairly amusing and unique about them, is they wield two great shields. If you have the strength to wield both great shields at the same time, then you get a unique moveset that's unique to those two shields, if you can get the enemies to drop both of them. I'm afraid I don't remember the shields' names, unfortunately.
Halt. Human, do not produce light. Light, and all those who bear it, are unwelcome in this place.
That's the guy I was talking about. If you walk in here with Torch Bro, he will aggro you, and he gives you some really cool items. So you don't want him to get aggroed. How the hell do I get up there? Here we go. Unique thing about this place are these guys. These are the only two enemies in the game who drop this sickle. Those sickles are amazing if you run a hex build and want to use size. I don't recommend doing that because size are not really great, but they are hilarious to use. This is the guy talking, by the way. He's blue.
I am Ugdane, guardian of the crypt. Countless dead rest here in peace, cradled by the comfort of dark. Light only agitates. We have no need for it here. I am a finito. We weave death and watch over the dead. This task was granted to me by the one who gave us the first death. Countless souls rest here. Some of them from ages long ago. Some were rich, others poor. Some wise, some dull, but now they're all just dead. Did you come for him? The one called Vendrick. You will find him deeper inside. Many castle servants and the like have come to fetch their lord, but they rest here now, put to death by the king's own guards. Perhaps he's not in the mood for company.
Imagine that, another person with Nito in the name, who is somehow connected to Gravelord Nito. So now we have the Milfinito and the Fenito, all somehow connected to Gravelord Nito. Who knows?
In the past, humans were one with the dark. The former king of light, he feared humans. Feared that they would usher in an age of dark. How queer you humans. How you go on, never separating truth from fiction. This place is welcome to all, provided due reverence is shown. Death is equitable, accepting. We will all one day be welcomed by her embrace. Tell me what you desire. Show me reverence, and I will lend you my hand. I am a finito. This someone.
So yeah, he's a cool guy. You can actually summon him for the boss. Unfortunately, he's worthless. But he does... Oh, guess not yet. Huh. Normally, he would sell you some interesting armor, but I guess they changed that. He also sells dark ammo, which is decent enough. Human effigies, which is decent, and really good healing mushrooms. And some stuff that we don't need. This is really good, though, as this is a heal overtime spell for pyromancy. I don't remember what this does. Oh, right. That's a useless item.
Human.
What?
What?
Well, fine. What do you say if I buy a couple of your useless ammo?
In the park.
Nope, nothing.
This place. Tell me what. Farewell.
Oh, sure. Now you're nice. If I buy something from you, you friggin' jerk. But anyway, the Undead Crypt is not overly long, but there's a couple of hidden passages throughout, like this one right here. For some reason, there's a Great Hero's Soul. Never quite why we have one right there. Oh, hello, hello, whoa, okay. Well, that was interesting. So that guy wasn't there before. That is the item that I wanted right there, the Crushed Eye Orb. It certainly has its uses, and I will show it to you in a sec. Why can't I light this? I'm going to light that one first. I heard something, and I don't like what I heard. First things first, once again, there is something down there. Oh, by the way, this place has infinitely respawning enemies. It is effectively the only one in the game. I'm actually going to get rid of my feather ring. I don't need it right now. Let's get my damage one back on. There we go. Yes, it is the ghost wall. I don't know what he's doing there. And wow, there is a lot more of... Oh, crud. A lot more of these little stone things than usual. The main purpose for what I'm doing here, first is evidently to kill everything here. The thing that I was surprised about, though, is normally these will spawn a specific enemy type that I actually want to spawn, and it's not happening for some reason. Which is rather curious, I must say. There we go. Well, that's one of them. The importance of these ladies right here is that shield that I just grabbed, which was incredibly freaking lucky. Oh, these are the bell statues. If they get rung, it forces a crapload of enemies to spawn on you. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, so it's kind of weird that they have the ghost wall dudes here, or at least on the ladder. That was a surprise. Dried fingers are used as a means to, I completely forget. I don't remember what that does, so I'm going to ignore it for now. Anyway, this is what I wanted before I did anything else. I now have the best bracing knuckle ring, so my items now have the lowest speed of degrading I can get, which is always needed. Unless you're PvP and that's a dude, I can safely ignore him. Alright, that should be everything. It is, okay. So what I was doing was going to be this. First, ignoring all of those guys. Right down here is not only an item that I don't think is particularly useful, but a really cool effect. Okay, that's... He wasn't here before. Interesting. Okay. So that was that item taken care of. Or that little event, but I wanted another soul vessel, so really this wasn't all that useful. But hey, at least now I got some more light, which is rather interesting. I wonder if that means I'm gonna get ambushed if I light that other thing. That's useful though. Alright, so now it takes us right back here. I'm actually curious to see what happens when I get that other item. I'm kind of curious what happens if I light this thing. Whoa, hello. Oh. Okay. Well then. Ah! Well, shit. I was trying to put my rings back on, and... damn it. Okay, which ring am I... here, my Leo ring. There we go. Annoyingly, I now have to make myself useful by going through all those. Get my souls back. Alright, let's... ah, crap. It doesn't help that I put on the wrong... weapon. Unfortunately, welcome to the Undead Crypt, Grivix. I am... not doing a very good job because I'm getting stun locked in a corner. There we go. Great. Okay, that's that person dead. I'm gonna go down there and kill the person who frickin' shot me with lightning. Hi. I kind of wanted his item, but I'll settle for him being dead instead. Maybe I can now... first avoid that. There we go. Maybe I can now get to the thingy I wanted to light this time. So, by the way, that is what the... if you hit the bell thing, it spawns these people. Rather than you needing to be close to them, it just spawns them automatically for you instead. That's why you want to avoid hitting those bells. Excuse me. Thank you. So that's the little gimmick of this place. And let's see what happens this time, because it seems they've added some weird little... I see. Damn it! Well, now I need to get my souls back. I'm gonna need to go human sometime soon, too. Because I don't like having so little max HP, because even with the health I do have, I lose it way too quickly. Huh, these guys don't respawn, it looks like. God! Really? Really? I'm waiting for something to come up behind me and freaking... Okay, you're poisoned, so that's good. Yeah, it looks like these guys don't respawn after I... Oh, you son of a... There we go. There we go. Okay, let's clean up a little bit of these two areas. There. Okay. Trying to be careful of those things which summon the NPC ladies. And of course... Damn it! Well, they made this place a royal pain in the ass. So good for them. Before, there was always at least a distinct frickin' pathway through the rocks. Alright, I'm gonna need a frickin' wide weapon. There we go. That'll be good enough, I guess. A wide weapon to get through all these damn rocks. Well, at least I got an effigy out of it or something, I guess. Alright, let's see. Of course. Screw it. Oh! Really? 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 No! Really? Perfect. Perfect. Just what I always wanted. You know, no problem, whatever. For fuck's sakes. Seriously. Seriously. I've made it clear that this place really sucks now. Alright, let's... Oh, right, no, perfect, perfect, that's just what I wanted. God damn it, really? For fuck's sakes. Alright, I completely forgot about that key to the embedded. Oh well, I'll worry about that at a later time. So, once again... Well, I got a rope, so that's nice, I guess. Alright, where is everything that would have been summoned from the frickin' bell? Doesn't look like anything's got summoned, so... Alright, let's try and get this guy... Really? Really? So frickin' annoying. Alright, the Nameless Usurper should spawn. There we go. Okay, well, luckily, alone, she's not a threat. There we go. And we're actually going to pay her a nice little visit in just a moment. I just want to clear my way to the final section of the crypt. Which is quite literally right around the corner, because the crypt isn't a very large place. By the way, the Avalon is the triple-shot crossbow that used to be ungodfully overpowered until it got nerfed into the ground. And the only people who were sad about it getting nerfed were the people who used it. Alright, come on. Let's just get rid of you guys. Okay. Now, once again, it's these guys who will aggro in a moment, or I can throw poo at them. Poo. 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 Unfortunately, you have to force them to activate. Like so. And evidently they can't be poisoned, so that's fun. No! I don't need to get killed by these schmucks. Thank you very much. There. Now, if you want, by all means, farm them. Their armor is actually really good, and so are their great shields. And again, for humor value, feel free to farm 2 great shields. This is a dead guy. He's useless. So now, we have one last thing to do. Oh, I have another Estus Flask shard. Huh. By the way, yeah. You want to get the hell out of this place ASAP. I just went the wrong way. That's one, that is a good mace, but where the hell is the frickin' exit? It's not there. Oh my god, really? Here we go. That room sucks, by the way. But now I have... Well, once I kill this jerk... Really? There. Well, that's how you get the insolent stuff, so that's good. Anyway, so with that person dead, we have the shortcut that I was trying to get. Yes, but before, what people would do, before they nerfed the Avalon into the ground, was in New Game Plus and on, people would basically use 2 Avalons, dual stance them, and then the ensuing 6 crossbow bolts would not only pierce through basically every shield, it pretty much 99% of the time one-shot you unless you boosted the hell out of your defense. Which would, of course, nerf everything else you had to do. Anyway, I'm going to show one last thing before I finish the crypt, and I'll be finishing the crypt at a later time, is if you remember that eye orb that I picked up earlier. Let's take a small look at this orb, shall we? A crushed eye orb with an unfocused gaze. The crushed eye writhes unsteadily in search of dishonorable miscreants. Where are the fiends? Where are they? And look at it. Invade the world of a traitor. Let's see. Typically what it wants you to do is go to every little area looking for the traitor. If you remember, the traitor, the Nameless Usurper. The Nameless Usurper looks kind of familiar if you got a good look at it. Odd that the Nameless Usurper looked strangely a lot like our good friend Lycia here. And oh, would you look at that? The eye is stirring. I wonder why.
Curses puzzled me out. At least now I can finish you off.
She is a pain in the butt if you're gonna actually try and fight her fair and square because of Wrath of the Gods right there. Wrath of the Gods sucks because it basically has the ability to one-shot you. There we go. Oh, look at all that nice little stuff. But yeah, that was basically the entire thing of the Crushed Eye Orb, is to kill her, get a couple of items, because she's not a nice lady. So we stabbed her in the face, guilt-free. And alas, oh no, we can't use her anymore, which is a total lie. She'll return in a couple of hours. Because remember, if you kill an NPC, they will revive after a couple of hours. Though it will cost souls to get them back. But it doesn't matter, we don't need any of her miracles. And on top of all that, we now have... Where is it? A nice little dress that I can't use because I don't have any faith. dress worn by miracle-casting clerics, belong to Lycia of Lindelt. While it's true Lycia dedicated herself to miracles, it's rare for anyone to pass through life without trouble. Even clerics aren't always who they seem. Yeah, she was a bit of a jerk. We also have this robe, which is kind of silly, but not a terrible piece of armor if you're going down the magical route. But we, alas, prefer this one.
I knew you.
Now, I think also... Oh, yeah. If for whatever reason, if you want to double up on her equipment, you can buy it all right here. Alas, I do not.
Lovely.
So we're going to ignore her.
Well,
Nothing new
No.
for you, so that. And last but not least...
and
Yep, now Estus Flask shards are completely useless, but that's all I wanted to show off there, so now we can basically make... we can now finish off the Undead Crypt. However, this is where I'm going to be calling it for now, because again, once we finish the Undead Crypt, we are pretty much near the end of the game. So I'm actually going to call it here, and we'll finish off the crypt next time, as well as showing off a couple of other areas. So, once again, thank you guys very much for watching. Feel free to follow me at twitch.tv/CaptainJudaism or twitter.com/CaptainJudaism. So, shalom, and until next time.